Excel has a feature called WordArt, and typically it's used not on charts, but in worksheets, also available in Microsoft Word and in PowerPoint. We can use it in charts in a more limited way, and possibly for main titles. I want this to have a little bit more flair. It's selected. I'll go to the Format tab in the ribbon, and we see WordArt styles. Now, the drop arrow here gives us lots of choices, and once again, we see this issue where the drop arrow activates options and it hides the actual chart we're working with. So I'll drag this down to here. Also, that chart off to the left, I'll move into the background too. So we want to make changes to this title. Here's some options. If we pick one of the options that can encompass some space, like these letters here, choose one of those possibly. I'll use this one. We can see what's happening. And to make this more prominent, I'm going to use a larger font. The best way to do this is to go to the Home tab. Right now it's 18-point font. I'll use a much larger entry. How about 32-point? You see it growing there, something like that. So back to the Format tab. 3 choices here. One for text fill, another one for text outline, and another one for text effects. So let's fill in the space here for these letters, possibly with a different color. And as we slide over the colors, you begin to see what's happening. Right now, the perimeter of the text here is blue. Maybe I want green inside, although that doesn't show up so well. How about this sort of orange color here? Maybe that's okay. I might reconsider that. Let's come back and look at the text outline itself. This might look better if it's a black outline. I think it does. Leave it that way. Of course, we've got other options here too. I think the black might work pretty well. And we could come back and reconsider that inner color. Maybe a bright yellow here. Would that look good? Maybe that's okay too. And how about some text effects? Here we see reflection. Maybe that'll be more interesting as we slide over some of these. And you see what's happening. 9 different kinds of choices there for reflection. And why not, without going too overboard, add some glow as well. And lots of choices here too. You see how it surrounds the actual letters. Each letter is surrounded with a bit of glow in different kinds of colors, of course, with different thicknesses. And we have some other choices too. If we were working with text itself outside of a chart, we'd have some other choices here. So we're seeing WordArt here in a limited way, but I think you could see how without overdoing it, we can add more flair to our titles, for example, the way we're seeing it here. And I probably wouldn't have gone that far with those reflections, but nevertheless, in some cases, it makes good sense to make the title stand out a little bit more strongly. We could do this with some other titles as well, but I think you'll find in general that WordArt is probably a feature better suited for worksheet use rather than in charts.